Hi, in this video, we will cover every step on how to easily deploy a game server to host Mirror's Networking's Pong multiplayer example for 2 players directly from Unity's editor using EdgeGap. Let's get to it. Starting from an all-new project, from Unity's hub, select Install Editor, and then select the latest version available, which was Unity 6.1 at time of recording. Create and start a new project. Once the editor is open, head over to Unity's Asset Store and, making sure you are logged in, find a Mirror Networking project and select Add to My Assets. Note we already added a package, thus Open in Unity appears for us. A direct link is available in the description and in the comments. Your Package Manager editor should open automatically. If not, from the top navigation bar, select Window, then Package Manager. Once opened, select Import a project to add Mirror Networking to your project. Click on Install/Upgrade. Then, Unity prompts you to import it. Select Import once again. Congrats! Mirror Networking is now in your project and should be visible from your Assets navigation menu on the bottom left of the editor. To open the example, select Mirror, then Examples, then Pong, and finally Scenes. Open the Mirror Pong scene. In your game scene in Unity's editor, confirm the scene has been opened. The next step is to deploy a game server to have player connect to the host and play online. EdgeGap is a game server orchestration platform tailored for multiplayer games, which helps you host your multiplayer game easily. First, create a free EdgeGap account. Head over to edgegap.com and select Start for free. Input your email and a password and opt in into our terms. You'll then instantly get a verification email. Click on Confirm your email to validate your account. Finally, input your organization's name and confirm. This is EdgeGap's dashboard. We strongly recommend exploring it with a tour, but we'll skip it for this video. EdgeGap has automated the process of creating an app version using the Mirror Pong sample. While you can create a version manually, simply head over to the documentation and select the Create a New App Version for your application link, which is also available in the description and the comments. The Create an Application prompt is now pre-filled. Select Create an Application, then select Mirror Pong Unity button, which automatically fills the application's metadata. Then scroll down and select Submit. The Create a Port prompt highlights the accurate port, namely 7777, and the protocol, in this case UDP. Scroll down again and select Submit. With your application created, the next step is to create a deployment. A deployment is a game server players will connect to. From the navigation menu, select Deployments. Then, click on the Create a Deployment button. Your latest application and its versions are set by default. Here, our Mirror Pong example. Select the ideal region for you, in our case Americas, then scroll down and click on Deploy. After a few seconds, the deployment of the game server changes its status from waiting to ready. Congratulations, you've deployed your first game server. Click on the deployment itself to open its detail page, which highlights where the game server was deployed. Please make sure to note the URL to which players must connect to under the host section. It is also important to note the external port for testing. To test multiplayer games, you need more than one player. To simulate this, you need the Multiplayer Play Mode package. Return to Unity's Package Manager, select the Unity Registry tab, and scroll down to find it. Or type Multiplayer Play Mode. Install the package. Under Virtual Players, select the amount of players you need. In this tutorial, we'll have 2. Select and save your selection. The second to last step is to start the game scene in Unity. Once loaded, both the game scene representing player 1 and the multiplayer play mode window representing player 2 should be functional. We'll move each window to make things easier to see, but this is purely optional. In both windows, make sure to replace localhost with the host URL from the game server deployment. Simply return to the detail page and copy the URL, then paste it in both windows. Return to the detailed page of the deployment and select the external port. Then, paste it in both player 1 and player 2's window. In both players' window, select Client to add each player connect to the game server. As you can see, both players are connected to the game server and the game is synchronized with each player's input. Congratulations! You are now using Mirror Networking to play multiplayer online using EdgeGap's game server hosting platform. The next step in your development journey will be to create a game server for your own Unity project. Our game server tutorial for Unity is viewable here on YouTube and highlights every step to get your game online and have players connect to it easily. EdgeGap also offers a matchmaker whose tutorial is also linked on this screen. Thanks for watching.